It was good. This is your boy Moe, aka Rafe from Money and Violence, and I'm about to vent.
So what I do, I want to get into when you first got introduced, when this thing, not when it first blows up, but when you first get introduced to like these execs and people that want to pick it up and things like that. Granted, you are well spoken, you're articulate, but was there any sense of nervousness, or did you feel uncomfortable in these rooms or anything like that?
I don't get nervous at all. I don't know if you've seen my interviews. I mean, anything from AOL Bill to Breakfast Club. I don't get nervous, you know, because you have to understand that all I'm doing is speaking my truth. So what is it to be nervous about? To me, it's like asking me my name and me saying Moses. You know, there's nothing I have to remember. No, I'm speaking my truth.
I mean, but maybe like thinking like the pressure of the opportunity. You get what I'm saying? Like you might not want to miss this shot or anything like that.
Very strong faith in God, bro. Any shot I missed wasn't meant to be. You know, and that's why like over the last 6 to 7 years, everybody's so season three, and I'm just like, look, I had the conversations, I did everything that I was supposed to do, and you get to a point where you got to leave it to God. So what I did a while back was rested at His feet and say, God, you know, I've been trying to do this with this project, and I've had, you know, some close calls, but nothing tangible yet. So I want you to take care of this for me, and trust in God. I leave it to God, bro. And it's so crazy because like the Wood Harris thing. Leave it to God. That was a phone call that just came one day.
That's dope.
Yeah, that was a phone call. You know, and don't get me wrong, me and Wood, like we people. You know what I mean? Whenever we'll come to New York, we hang out and all of that. Because he's a close friend of another friend of mine, Christopher Pons, my boy Tito. Tito, what up? But anytime we hung out, like, you know, like he would tell me like, yo, bro, I think you're a great writer, blah blah blah, whatever. But I've never tried to bring that up or anything,
and it just smoothly meshed.
Yeah,
I got you. Was there at any point did you feel like, all right, maybe the chapter Money and Violence might be done in my life, and maybe like I need to concentrate on writing other things?
I mean, I've written a lot of things. Money and Violence will never die, though. I think the world needs Money and Violence, bro. I do. I think there has never been a project like it. I don't think there will ever be a project like it. And the reason being is because I think I exist in a weird space, right? And I exist in a space that not many people exist in that space. And the space is that I'm creative enough to paint the picture, but I'm also from that world. You get where I'm coming from. A lot of times you may have one, but you don't have the other. Yeah. And even if you have someone consulting on a project, it's still not them writing it. You know, I remember Denzel saying that when he did Fences with Viola Davis, they asked him why was he so adamant on having a black director, and he said because a black director knows what it feels like when a hot comb hits the back of your neck. He knows what the smell of a hot comb smells like on a Sunday morning, you know, and you can feel that texture, right, in the filmmaking when that person knows these things. And I think it was the same thing with me in Money and Violence. I think that I know that world inside out. You understand? And I think that's why so many people resonated with it. Was wow, come on, we all know those hood stories have been told a million times.
That's a fact.
But I just feel it's just never been told from that perspective.
So I don't know, like I can't separate the fact that I know them blocks. You get what I'm saying? So I can't be like, yeah, I would have related to it no matter what. I can't. It like I try to think of it like that. I can see why everybody get it, but me personally, I can't, because it's just like it's so close to my heart. Like seeing like you've seen people get jumped outside the Q train at night in front of Prospect Park.
Yeah.
And and like there's always like I know that you know that flea market right there. Well, it's apartments now, but you know that flea market, and it's like, you know, seeing it.
Oh, you're talking about right there on K.
On Flatbush, yeah, Flatbush, yeah. So like, but you know these areas, and you know these spots, and you know how actually it looks, you know, outside when these things happen, and everything is so quiet. It don't play out like a movie. You get what I'm saying? You know, sometimes you might not even notice what you just witnessed. You get what I'm saying? Like you see if you've ever seen somebody get robbed in front of you, it happens so quick.
So quickly, yeah.
You didn't know it doesn't happen that dramatic. It happens so quick you don't even know like this just happened. You get what I'm saying? So like that's why for me, like Money and Violence always held like a special place. It's just like these areas. It's just like I know them. You get what I'm saying?
But I also think it's more than that. I don't think the project would have been recognized by the Tribeca Film Festival. You know, had it been just about blocks, because they're not from Flatbush.
I know that.
I don't think that. I've gotten so many awards for that show. You know, the articles that have been written about that show. And I don't think it's coincidence that out of all of those, you know, shows that followed, we were the only one to sort of make it to the networks. You understand? Out of everyone who writes for all these shows, I'm the only one that's writing for television, you know? And it's not to take anything away from anyone else, but I just think that Money and Violence was and is a special project.
The proof is in the pudding.
Yeah, and I don't think, and once again, I don't think that at any point that I will ever give up on. Yeah, because I think, bro, I think the world needs that project. Like, if you understand the amount of people I used to get messages from. I remember this mother told me that her 17-year-old son was killed because of gun violence, and she feels that if I had come out with this show before he died, it probably could have saved his life. Like, you don't understand how much people were moved by this show. You understand? Yeah, and I mean, the demographic, the audience spanned from teenagers to like 70-year-olds. You know, I remember I had like this 60-year-old Asian guy stop me on the street one time, like, I love your show. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Yeah, what's up, people? This is your boy Moe, Rafe from Money and Violence, and I just vented, man. Make sure that y'all like, share, and subscribe. Yo, Slops, what up?